back strain. So apply iodix. Okay. So fracture is different and dislocation is different. So be careful next time when your fracture means to break and dislocation means dis and locate from that place. Skin means what? Suppose you fell down. What happened? You skinned your knee. You skinned your knee. What is that? Skinned your knee means what? The skin just peels off. Skinned your knee. Skinned, bruised. Skinned is just skin peels off. Bruised means you can see the blood also. It's bruised. Well, recently I went to an hospital along with my mom, and then I realized that, yeah, I mean, there are many words which we need while communicating with a doctor or while communicating with a nurse or something like this. And then I realized, yeah, I can make a good video about this. So I'm here today with some good words and with good way, a very effective way to communicate with a doctor or with a patient, or even you can talk to your friend about a disease, about medical terminologies. I'm here. You will understand after watching this video how to use some better words, how to talk effectively about disease or about illness. I'm sure you're going to love this video. See, I make good videos. I give a lot of efforts. And it's for you all. So come on, stay on. Only 10 minutes are there and you will get a lot of things here. So don't just jump to conclusion and go for another video or someone else's video. My videos are also good and they will help you. Okay, here we go. Let's start. Okay, so how to talk about health? And in that, the first part is talking to a doctor about your illness. There are a lot of things. I mean, injury is there, illness is there, disease is there. Disease is a bigger one, illness is temporary, and injury is a hurt we get, physical hurt. So let me start with injuries. First injury is like, for example, wound. Now you will say that's a wound. We know it's very simple, but what happens most of the time while talking, we aren't able to exactly use that word. Wound. Say with me, wound. Wound. Wound means, of course, when you get a cut, that's an wound. Okay. Usually it's a bigger one, not a quite small one. It's not like a prick, but it's a bigger one. A wound. You can say like, okay, my wound is not healing since many days. What may be the reason behind this? See how it is. My wound is not healing since many days. What may be the reason behind this? Now this word can be used in many ways also. It's not only about physical wound, it can be emotional wound also. We can say like, physical wounds we can recover, but the emotional wounds are very difficult to overcome. See how it is used, are very difficult to overcome. So you can decide how you want to use. Of course, we are talking about here physical wound. Okay, so when the wound is healed, I have not written there, what is left behind? Scars. Scars are there. Scars means, well, I have a scars over here and on my knees also. The cycling lessons which you learned, they have left all the scars. Also, scars can be used like that divorce left a lot of scars on me. Scars means emotional bad memories. Scars. Okay, so let us move ahead. Muscle spasms. Sometimes what happens when you go to a doctor, you don't know. I'll explain you. A couple of days back, I was doing my yoga and there was a sudden pain in my back. And then I thought, oh my God, what is this? And my wife used this word. Okay, be careful. It may be muscle spasm. My wife is a doctor, of course. Muscle spasm. It's like they are involuntary contractions of muscles. Your muscles contract involuntarily and then you feel intense pain at that point. Usually muscle spasms come usually in back also. They can come anywhere, but usually they come in your back and they're really painful. Of course, I took some medication and therapy and I recovered. Leg cramps. This word, why I have taken this word? While speaking to someone, you aren't able to take, oh, yesterday I had leg cramps and So leg cramps are, understand one thing. I remember I used to go with my dad on his scooter, that Bajaj Cub was there. I'm talking about 1984, 85, I was just like 8 or 9 years old. And I mean, it was amazing. Not 8 or 9 years old. I was like 6 years old. I used to sit back, and while he was driving, he used to say, "Sandeep, hold tightly." Okay, I used to hold tightly, and then keep your legs here on the side. I used to keep my legs over there, and then after some time, around after 5, not only 5, 2, 3 minutes, I would get these leg cramps, and they would come here in my hip. And I used to say, "Dad, stop, 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 stop. I just can't move my leg. It's paining, it's painful." He said, what happened? What happened? And then I used to get down, and then I used to shake my leg and, move and do some sit-ups and push-ups and all the, oh, what happened? Leg cramps. They are called as leg cramps. I'm sure you have this experience. You just get a sudden pain in cramps in your legs. Okay, next one is fractured. This word I have taken, the reason is fractured word many a times is confused with dislocation. The word is there. Fracture is different and dislocation is different. So be careful next time when your fracture means to break and dislocation means dis and locate from that place. Usually kids suffer this dislocation. Of course, I have also had my fractures. Did you have? I also had the fracture. And my friend would come and write the signature and all on the plaster, and yours? Mine also, same. Okay, so fractured. Skinned. Skinned means what? Suppose you fell down. What happened? You skinned your knee. You skinned your knee. What is that? Skinned your knee means what? The skin just peels off, skinned your knee. A very similar word is there after this, which I'll tell you. Now, sprain. Sprain means what? Sprain means, I'll give you an example to explain. You're walking and you twist your ankle. Then you get a sprain in your ankle. Usually that is the place where you get sprain. And usually cricketers and all those, players, sportsmen, they have to face this sprain. So next time use properly while talking to a doctor or while talking in general. We don't talk only about with the doctor, we talk these things with our loved ones or with our friends and family members. Okay. Now swelling, edema. Swelling is what? Now I'll tell you the incident behind this. Unfortunately, my wife's grandmother is dead now. But when she was in hospital, I went to see her and her right hand was swollen. It was so big, thick. And I asked my wife as a doctor, as I said, she said, it's edema. What is that? I said, it's a swelling and a lot of fluids come here. Thrombosis or something, the technical word I don't know. But it was swollen. It was like edema and it was swollen. You get that sometimes. There are many reasons behind this. Maybe some disease is there. Maybe kidney problem is there. There are many problems. Don't worry, that will not happen to you, so don't check it. Usually what happens is, when you get all these words, oh, swelling, oh, why is Sandeep Patil told the swelling is due to some disease or what? No. There may be other reasons, so don't worry. Be healthy. As I said, skinned, bruised. Skinned is just skin peels off. Bruised means you can see the blood also. It's bruised. Well, we can say, I bruised many times while playing football. Bruised. Now again, it can be used emotionally also. Bruised. Bruised means injured. It can be emotional injury also. Strain. Strain is used usually in back. So your back gets strained. Many of you are working in IT field, so you can use this. You can say, oh, my back is strained, sitting in that chair since 7 hours and 8 hours, my back is strained. So there is a lumbar over there and there are some gaps and all that stuff. Back strain. So apply iodix. Okay. So dislocation, as I said here, dislocation and fractured. Dislocation means kids get this dislocation. And it happened with my daughter also, and it was due to my wife actually. She just pulled her, jerked her hand, and her hand was dislocated. We had to carry her in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, and of course, That orthopedic, my wife is not an orthopedic doctor, orthopedic was not there. Enjoyed with all these things? Injury? Should I move forward with your permission? Okay, illness. No, I'm not saying that this is a full list of illness, but how to talk about, how I feel like. These are the common words like bug or viral. You can, this is usually you can call to your boss and say, sir, I feel like I got a bug. I got a bug. Or I feel like I got it's a virus. I'm infected with virus. It's a viral disease. It's a viral fever. Viral bug. Bug is a kind of I don't know. It's a bacteria or whatever it is. It's a kind of insect which goes inside you. We can't call it as insect. Very microscopic it is, and it infects you. So you can say I got a bug. Is this good? Nice. Okay. So next one. Which one is that? Here, nausea. You don't know how do you feel like, oh, I'm feeling nauseated. Nausea means what? Nausea is that feeling which comes before you puke, vomit, throw up. All of you done that while traveling? Oh my God, I've never done that. But once what happened is I wanted the window seat and that guy was not giving me. So I said like, I'm feeling like vomiting. Is it okay if I sit there? He was, please come and sit there, and he just was staring at me. Is he okay? And I said, now I'm feeling okay, fresh air is there. Have you done that? I have done that only once. Nausea. Now, watery nose and running nose. This happens like all that water and all that, not mucus, but before that water is there, and you can go, I have watery nose. Sorry. You can use this, and you can tell your doctor that initially I get watery nose and then I get cough, sputum in my chest, sputum. Do you have the sputum problem? I also had that, and the best remedy I'll tell you, live a very active lifestyle. I changed it, and now that cough and sputum is gone. Hey, is it okay to talk personally? I mean, I'm not talking like a teacher. Is it okay with you? Enjoying? Good. Okay, here we go. Drowsy. Drowsy you feel when you haven't taken proper sleep, or you have taken some medication which has some what we can say like sleeping effects, or it has some that drug effect is there which will again make you feel sleepy. That effect of the drug is still there on you, and you feel drowsy. Means I feel like sleeping more. I'm feeling very slothy and lazy. That is drowsy. Do you feel drowsy? Use that word properly. Giddiness or dizziness. Giddiness or dizziness is when you go on the top of a mountain or a building and look down. How do you feel? Like, oh, it all whirls around. Like it all whirls around, and you feel like everything is moving. This happens when you are about to faint. Fainting. Yeah. Use this. So we can say like, oh, I'm feeling giddiness or dizziness. They're similar. Okay. Drained. Usually what happens, we don't know, like in the evening, or we feel lethargic at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock if you're working at night, and you can use the word, I'm feeling very lethargic. I'm feeling very drained. I'm drained in the sense all my energy is drained out. Draining again can be emotionally also drained out. Okay. This is a feeling which you can't express. There is no exact word, but sometimes you feel like uncomfortable. You feel not good. You feel, you can't express that. How do you feel? But you don't feel good. Has that happened to you? It happens with me also. So you can feel like, you can say like uneasy. Another feeling is weird. I'm feeling weird actually. I don't know why. I'm not able to focus and study or work properly. That's a weird feeling that I'm not feeling well. Weird. A weird feeling I have, like I feel like sleepy, I don't feel like working. That is a weird feeling, okay? Okay, so this is all about simple illness, but the words you know, but using that word in a proper place is also equally important. I'm sure all of you are going to use it. And I'm sure that you will be healthy, wealthy and fit. You don't need to use this vocabulary, but you should know them. It was nice talking to you. Take care and bye-bye. Namaste. See you.